Good afternoon, Dr. Powell. My name is William Dickerson. I'm a student of Southern University's graduate program. My major is supply chain management. My minor concentration is human resources. Today I will be talking about chapter 9 that we had to go over with marketing research. I believe this is a very important chapter because with marketing you have to know your product, know the people you're selling your product to, and know how to market to these people. You can't do that if you don't have research. And research starts from the top to the bottom of everything you do. So you have to know who you are, know whose you are, and know who you're selling to. Marketing research is very important. And one thing that I did get from this chapter is with marketing research is the process of planning, collecting, analyzing data relevant to what you're going to sell, relevant to the marketing decisions you decide to go with. Marketing research has three roles. Three roles is describe the gathering and processing of factual data statements that you want to use. Diagnostic roles includes explaining data such as determining the market that you're going to sell to, the impact of sales and change in the design of the packaging that you want to market, predictive functioning of the product. To address what is the questions the management will have to go through with this product, like the change in design of certain things, products, things they might happen to have on the ground as they go through their product. Basically, with marketing research, the process of planning is very important. You want to make sure that you plan accordingly to the situations at hand, because if you plan to fail, you did that because you didn't plan to be successful. So planning to fail and not having a guide of which way you're going to go can lead you to a situation of confusion. Many of the steps in this process are finite, they're concrete, and basically they go from different companies to different companies. They all follow the same gist of deciding how they're going to go about this product and how they're going to go about going into this situation. You have to plan a certain type of way. Many of these situations are planned in the future before they even get to the marketing research plan. It starts in the design of the product. Most people that design businesses, when they design their business, they actually have a plan of marketing with their business, because a lot of them believe that finances and the monies that come to them in the future will be through what they believe is marketing research. So a lot of business owners, a lot of entrepreneurs have their own market research in hand. Not saying that it's going to be successful, however, they do have it in hand. A lot of people have certain rules which they apply with their marketing research, and we'll start with the first one, the process of planning, collecting data, analyzing data. Many of these companies go through different type of situations to find and market data. I'm noticing a lot of people now have these phone calls that they put on people's phones, text messages that they put on certain phones, certain dynamics of people that they want to reach. They'll have a phone call almost like a crank call. And what it does, it helps people, I guess, decide how they receive these people or the information, and will these people hang up in their face? Will they respond to them? Will they talk to them? Some companies have peculiar ways of doing marketing research where you would think it's unorthodox, but exactly unorthodox is what they want. Unorthodox is what they're trying to receive, and unorthodox is what they plan on having. That's why they go these certain type of ways. They gather data in peculiar ways to throw other companies off that decide to try to follow down the same path that they are following down, which is confusion. And a lot of these companies will do that. We notice some companies that do that is Amazon. There's some other type of companies that do that, but Amazon was particularly grateful with it because they use this product and they use this type of marketing scheme, and it caused a lot of their competition to basically give in and cave into Amazon, and Amazon bought a lot of businesses that way through marketing plans that were unorthodox and they were not normal at the time. Diagnostic roles includes explaining data to certain people, such as determining the impact on sales or changes of sales in certain areas. So with marketing research, you would have certain teams that would have to explain the gist of why they were in this certain market, what happened in this certain market, what rules can they follow to get further along in this certain market. I think that is great. You would need that. You need some type of functionality, some type of static and finite numbers to include why and what is the reason that you're willing to pay certain money to certain people to do marketing research for your company. Is it valuable to the company? Is the procurement of this marketing research a function for the future of this company, so you can have a dynamic of how you plan to move ahead with your company? Because like so many people say, if you plan to fail, you fail to plan. Or other ways, I apologize if I said it in a finite or asinine way. But basically, you should keep your things in order. Your research should be in order. Your research should go a certain way. It should not change. You should have a foundation, and your foundation should go along with your business plan. So I believe marketing research and business plans coincide with each other. They go hand in hand with each other. A lot of companies take that with a grain of salt, but I believe you should use very good, finite, detailed plans when you're dealing with marketing research. Steps in marketing research product is identifying and formulating a plan to solve a problem. Just like most businesses, most entrepreneurs solve a problem with their business. So you have to identify the problem. So with marketing research, you would have to identify where is the situation coming from? What's the solution to the situation? You'd have to plan research. How many people should you need on the team? Personally, I think the suggestion would be a small, different-minded group of people, almost peculiarly think like-minded in some of their views in life, because the views of life of that individual will concede what they deem successful and what they deem not successful. Specify the simplified procedure. So this has to be concrete and precise. So marketing research people should have a good way of explaining themselves, explaining on paper the plans that they have to get the guides that they need. Collect primary data. Peculiar sources of collecting primary data, but the data is all the same. The numbers don't lie. Also, analyzing the data is very important in impacting of the factor that you have to analyze this data while you receive this data. That's a very important part of a marketing research team, is analyzing data, because you might think it's one way. However, the analyzation of the data shows it's different, no matter what you believe about what you received. Prepare and present the report, no matter if the report is something that you don't like or you feel would be threatening to your job or your functionality of the research team that you have. You have to prepare the report like you received the data. I think it would be highly unfair if you lied on the numbers to the team that you paid important dollars to receive this information. I guess your customer per se, that if you lied to the numbers and tried to explain something other than what it was, would be a total failure. Follow up on the data. I believe people should go back and forth with the data, doubling up to make sure that the data is concise and precise to what they were talking about. Marketing research problems, determining what information needs to be collected, what information needs to be held on to, and what information needs to be gotten rid of, trashed, discarded, things like that. The objective basically is to specify information that's solely designed for the purpose of this company. Many companies have a problem receiving good data. They pay certain companies to receive data. However, these companies have their own prejudiced mindsets of what they deem is successful and what they deem is not successful. I think a good marketing research company would have a blank slate of a mind. It would be some type of defragging. It would also be damaging if they took information from another company and used that in preference to this company. Secondary data is also important. Previously collected data from other companies for any purpose then other than that purpose might not be good for that company. But with secondary data, this company can use the mistakes that they used or they previously did to find out. We're not going to waste time, energy to go this far with marketing, because time is very essential when dealing with marketing. Because while they're doing marketing research data, another company can take that data and run with it that they had at the same time, what you would call a download. That download could have went to another person and they would take it and have success with that same thing. Social media plays a great part in marketing research. Many social media platforms such as Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, not so much Facebook, but Instagram mainly, they find a certain just of people that are looking for certain things. And if you notice on your phone, if you're having a conversation around your phone with somebody and you mention something, it might be in the product that you use for the industry that you work in. It'll start scrolling down your timeline. That idea came through marketing research. It's an easy way, and it's a way where that social media platform can make money through advertisement, because they can go to these certain companies and say, we have a direct link where we can connect you with certain individuals that are looking for your product, no matter the specialized field that you're serving that product. We can give you the dynamics of the demographics of the people that are interested in your product by male, by gender, by income, by demographic of location. So social media is a good thing because it basically could take groups and divide groups into certain areas. Another thing we should study is research design. And that also coincides with social media. So you can understand a certain way to design the research that you want to go about through the marketing idea. So it's a great idea. Social media was a great platform for research marketing. It cut the time that a lot of these research marketing firms used. It also gave them a certain direction to go in the street where they didn't know before. It was an open compass where they just had to figure out which way they wanted to go. Research design specifies which research question to ask to certain individuals, which one must be answered, which one doesn't have to be answered, which one could be passed through. Primary data is information that is collected for the first time with that research marketing firm. It's used for solving a particular problem under that investigation. We can go back into social media. Social media plays a great part in serving certain companies justly. Prime example is clothing companies. Clothing companies will pay certain people to take pictures on social media to make their products hot there. However, that they couldn't get through a catalog or some other type of program that they would use to push their products. Examples of a company would be Fashion Nova. This is a company that was built by a guy who took subpar products and put them on people that were on social media all around the world, the globe, and made millions and billions of dollars off products that could have been sold at Dollar General and Dollar Tree. It was a smart idea. So marketing plans will help companies come up with business strategies and also help through their financial and foundational goals that they plan on making them a bigger company. Survey research is another thing that's great. A company that uses survey research is YouTube. A lot of people watch YouTube videos, and before the YouTube video pops up, they'll have a survey, and they pay the people that put the content up to let this survey be a part of their video. Survey research is one of the most popular ideas to get data from research companies, gathering primary data about how people feel about certain situations. What do they feel about a product? How do they tell if the product is something that they would be interested in? Other companies, other programs and other parts of data, such as Mail Intercept, where they would put a survey in the mail, that's kind of 80ish, 90ish, because those type of deals went away. And I feel a lot of people nowadays are in the digital age and they want it instantly, they want it right now. A lot of companies that used to deal with mail surveys were TV shows, so they would see what type of shows people would watch. They'd pay them $2 in the mail, and they would tell people what they watch in the mail, and they would send a little survey back. Those days are very old because people have emails. Better yet, people have live. They can go instantly on platforms such as YouTube and tell people how they feel about a product. That's another research example people have, is people will have a YouTube channel where they specifically take a product, do an unboxing of a product, explain the product, tell how the product feels, and they get the gist of the product. They have certain people that go back and watch these programs, and these programs make these people feel a certain type of way about a product that they are attempting to buy, or in the mindset of buying this product. These type of individuals are not backed by the company. Sometimes they're on their own. Some of them make money off the advertisements that come from the company. However, if you do your research, most of these unboxing channels do not have direct advertisement from most of the people that they unbox the products of. So it's a very peculiar situation. However, it's a win. I'm not sure if the designers or the marketing research firms agree with this, and I'm sure the companies that design the products that are being marketed might not agree with it, because you're not knowing how the people will explain your product, how they go about telling the customer about your product. You might not like the way they explain certain things to the customer, but you really have no control over it. Computer assisted personal interviews are basically almost like the YouTube situation. However, I noticed they do have those where they have fake people call you on the phone and tell you they're blah, blah, blah. How do you feel about a certain product? They'll call you from spoof numbers. You might pick it up because you think it's a number that's something like the number you were expecting a call from, and it is a survey. I think this is not a good idea, because most people in this time and day, in this age, they don't have time to talk to someone that they don't know on the phone about something they probably really are not interested in at that time. So basically, I don't think this one is a good idea of how to go about getting people to give you marketing research on how they feel about a product through basically computer assisted personal interviews. Computer located telephones, specially designed phone rooms used to conduct interviews for marketing. It's almost like those spoof numbers also. And if you notice, you have these people call for car warranties, home warranties, different type of products that are service design products rendered for people to purchase. I think these are also products that really don't have any meaning with survey in marketing research respect, because a lot of people don't pay them mind. They feel they're not genuine, not sincere, so they probably will hang up on them. I think mail surveys serve their purpose, and to a certain to a certain demographic, mail surveys can be successful. However, with the youth and the younger people, I think their mindset is constant and instant. So mail surveys is almost a little too slow. And a lot of companies that did mail surveys had to reinvest themselves. Most of them thrive off the social media platform. Most of them focus off the social media platform, because with social media, you can group people in age, sex, I guess also income, mindset of how they think. You can group them alike and find out how they feel about your product. So I think social media is probably the greatest research tool that marketing research people have at this time, at this moment. It probably beats mystery shoppers. It probably beats targeted brands through things where they would give discounts. It also beats programs where people would probably fly people out to see how they feel about certain things, offering them groups and deals. The impact of the internet has had a tremendous effect on marketing research. Smart devices have a marketing device all in themselves, because certain phones have apps that'll pull up advertisements and marketing ideas to people while they search on their phones. Almost like spam mail, however, it's not. It comes through apps that people use on a daily basis. So it's legitimized itself through the app. The app developer gets money from the marketing research firm. The marketing research gets data from unsolicited and solicited data, but from an app that they put on, a person voluntarily put on their phone. So most people, when they don't have anything to do, might accept the research questions that are asked to them. This is a great idea for some companies to get true unsolicited data of how people feel about their product that they are doing the research for. Many companies design their marketing research. Many marketing research companies design their marketing research via social media. I believe social media is the go-to for most of these marketing research firms. However, social media can also be a backfire to some of these marketing research firms. I believe if the marketing research firm is out of touch with the base that they are trying to market to, or the base of how they're trying to do their research to, it can backfire on this company. It can cause them, or it can cause the customer, their client, major headaches it can also bind their business into a certain field that they might not want to go to. I think that's the dangerous thing about marketing research. If your marketing research is not secure, if your marketing research is not precise, you can put your company, you can put your client in a situation where they can't get out of. That client could be bounded to a certain financial or a certain demographic that they might not want to design, or that the product might have not been designed for that demographic or that base to have continuous solicitation to. And it would take other demographics out the way, because at the same time, while you have one demographic that likes a product, another demographic might feel that this product is not available for them or is not marketed to them, so they might not want to try that product. They might not be interested in hearing about this product. So marketing research is very important. Marketing research from the beginning must have a precise and direct plan, so say a map of how you want to go, where you want to go, the effects that you want to take, the effects that you're willing to receive from marketing research. I believe most marketing research brands should be developed through open-minded people, but different type of people on every team. In small teams, you shouldn't have big offices that deal with certain brands of marketing research. Your marketing research should only consist of maybe 4 to 5 people in each group that you're doing the marketing research from, consisting of a young person, maybe somebody is older, maybe someone that has more experience, and also someone that has experience with dealing with those type of products. They might like those products per se, where other people might not like those products. However, this is a good thing. So I believe marketing research is very important in this business, is in all fields. You should have marketing research before you start your company. You should do your marketing research yourself. Do your research. So basically, marketing research is research. I believe every business owner, every entrepreneur, everyone should do their research. Even when you purchase a product, it might be a small product, it might be a product out the grocery store. Do your research. Do your due diligence. Test your product. Make sure everything is what you say it is, or make sure the company is legit. A lot of companies will come in and start something, and next thing you know, they're closed or they're bought out. That's also another thing I would like to mention. A lot of these companies will start under one name and get a good solid brand. However, they might be bought by a foreign company, which will purchase that company just for that brand name and make their business, their product, under that brand name. So while that brand might have had a good QA, which is quality assurance, quality tests, the new brand, the new company doesn't have that good brand. So you're buying a brand because you believe that that brand always was solid in their foundation, and you never had products with this product. It always worked. So you purchased it without thinking about that, and you found out that this product is not what it is anymore. It is still carried in everywhere. It was accessible and it had a good name, and you couldn't believe that it was in a certain store when it used to be sold in a specialty store. So you purchased the product and found out it was subpar. So marketing research by people that are customers also is a very important thing. You want to research for yourself before you make a solid purchase of a product. I believe purchasing products is very important, and that if you don't study your research, you will fail. I think that is very important. Thank you very much.